Good day, YouTube. It is the 18th of January 2025. And it's my little truck, my little Honda Acti. I've got a few videos on it now. We've been kind of fixing it up over time. One thing I do with this truck, every couple days, sometimes every day, I need to like run some garbage home. I don't have garbage service here at my shop, but so I take everything to the house before garbage day. I get used motor oil, a bunch of cardboard from parts and pieces that I get shipped in here. I run them to the recycler. I don't let too much oil stack up around here. I just try to I'm kind of messy. I kind of have piles. I'm trying to do better, but you know, it is what it is. So, but I love driving this little truck. So every couple days I got to run for something. And anytime I go somewhere, I go by, there's a couple of manufactured home facilities here that build these things, and they get a lot of scrap wood. Well, I go by there like every day, every other day or something like that. And like that 2x8, I don't know how long that thing is, 10 feet? Yeah, they threw it away. And so I grab up any usable lumber. Now, the whole world knows it's out there, so you got to be really lucky, because this stuff only lasts for an hour or two, and somebody is going to swing in and get it. But I also get the smaller stuff too for firewood. So, but this is recent acquisitions here, and it's kind of stacking up there. You know, a bunch of 2x4s and 2x6s and 1x6s and 1x2.5 and that kind of stuff. Out here in the shed, I got some other stuff too that I kind of stack up and kind of pile up. And some of this stuff I'm gonna get tired of it being here, and I'll just cut it up for firewood. But because sometimes I get better stuff. Sometimes it's pretty thin, and or so many people are watching it. I stacked a bunch of it up here the other day, and then it's kind of got to be a mess because I've pulled some pieces out of it for a project here. It's sure nice to have this stuff, though. I mean, A, you don't have to go get it. B, you don't have to buy it. Wood got expensive. And any little thing I want to build, I have enough stuff kicking around to build it. So this is a golf cart I'm working on. It's a 2018 Yamaha, and it's getting a new lithium battery. And there's my new Mosasaur. It is a 48 volt, 105 amp hour battery, but it's a whole kit. It has a charger and a remote LCD panel that monitors. It's a smart battery, so it will tell me all kinds of stuff in that little box. There is the monitor for it. So we're putting this into the cart, and which means I got to take the batteries out of the cart. And like everything, I have batteries just sitting around. There's two. I acquire them different ways, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm about to pull 6 8-volt out of the golf cart. And I don't want them just, I mean, they're just everywhere. I have stuff just everywhere. I have a bunch of audio equipment. Some of it I need, some of it I need to sell. Golf carts, projects, yeah, it's everywhere. And then outside here is where I keep the cores. This is the little guy that was in my little Acti pickup, and I upgraded it the other day. So that one still works a little bit, but anyway, if I ever need to go get a battery, then I take one from here, because the other ones still work, at least a little. And I have so many things that take batteries. I mean, the 140 battery. This one, can't remember what model it is. Battery. 1, 2, 3, 4 John Deere's, 4 batteries. Oh, that's tight. My John Deere Zero Turn battery. My Golden Jubilee Ford tractor battery. 3 speaker towers, 3 batteries. My Geo Tracker battery. My 66 Ford shop truck battery. My Alcan camper battery. My Lance camper battery. My Super Duty 2 batteries, and it just got new ones. Oh wow, look at that, another John Deere battery. The Craftsman Zero Turn battery. The Boss. It has 4 batteries. It has 2 8D starter batteries and 2 6-volt deep cycles. 4 batteries. And then, of course, the Honda just got a new battery. So yeah, batteries. I'm constantly dealing with batteries. I need a better way to store them. Let me show you what I have in mind. So I'm going to move these speaker stands and move this stuff around a little bit and put a shelf right here that's going to be built heavy duty, and have 4 shelves to stack batteries on. So it's going to be about a foot deep because the Group 27 batteries are about a foot deep. So yep, there'll be 1 shelf. Because if you didn't know, if you leave a battery sitting on the concrete, it just sucks them dry and basically ruins them. That's from experience. I don't know if it's real, but I don't want them sitting on the floor any longer. Plus, I can also leave a battery charger here and just move them from battery to battery. Got an outlet right there. It's just a perfect place. Got to move my carburetor collection slightly, I think. Maybe not. So it's going to be 4 feet high, 32 inches wide and a foot deep, and 4 shelves. Let me show you my little sketch. It's a sketch big enough anyway that I can figure out 32 inches wide, and that's based on that I have a little sketch of a battery about 7-inch wide. So 28 inches or so is what I need. 32 will give me an inch between everything or so. I originally was going to make it 46 inches high, but I had 4 boards that were 48.5, so we're going with 48.5. We'll have a shelf on the very top. We'll have a shelf. I'm using 1 by 2.5 inch boards because that's what I have, and we'll deck this with more of those boards. I mean, I have them, so we'll use them. I won't buy anything. All I'll do is brad nail this together. So I cut 4 1 by 4s. No, I cut 4 1 by 4s, 48.5, and 1 by 2, which is really 1 by 2.5, by 32 inches wide to go this way on my shelves, support the shelves, 8 of them, and 1 by 2 by 12 for the ends. Okay, 1 2 3 4 on both sides. So this looks like a 2.5 inch space, 2.5 inch board, 12 inch space, 2.5 board, 12 inch space, 2.5 board, 12 inch space, 2.5 board. Okay, those are my original measurements. Come up with 46, but I gained 2.5 inches or so because I had 4 that were already that high. Might as well use them that way. Okay, so I've already started this process. I brought down a bunch of lumber that was all various lengths, but this is pretty good stuff. Again, this stuff I get for free out of the dumpster. They dump a load or 2 in there every day or 2 or 3, whatever. Nothing on the weekends. I did grab a little bit of firewood out of there this weekend, but not much. So here, I've got these cuts. So I got 48s here. There's 2 of them. The other 2, I've got them sitting up. These are the 32s. Almost dropped it. Those are all cut. And then the 12s. These are all cut. So what I need to do, to get my square out, get my little compressor running, because my big compressor, the motor just went to heck on it. I've had this since I've had this shop. I bought it from a guy for $60. It's a 3-cylinder, 3 horsepower, 240 volt air compressor. It's a Dayton, I believe. And the motor started giving me fits, and so I replaced the capacitors, filed the points in it, and it was spitting smoke or something out the other day, and tripped out the starter again. And so anyway, I bought a new motor. So it's here in that box, but I've got to get this cart done, get it off the lift, move the lift so I can get this out of the corner so I can put that motor on. So that's what we're doing once this machine is done and out of here. In the meantime, I've got this little bitty boy for running the brad nailer. So let me get this thing all put together here. This is the ends. This will be inside of the end. I'll do these first. So I need to square this up and get all these marked out, get them everything parallel. We want this thing 12 inches top and bottom, and then I'll evenly space these. These will be roughly 12 inches from here to here. It's going to be a little bit more because I ended up with some taller sides, which is great. We'll get all these brad nailed together. We'll do the other one. Then we'll have both ends done, and then we can attach them together with our 32-inch fronts and rears. Once we get all that done, we'll start cutting 12-inch pieces of all of this type of wood, and we'll make shelves. It's gonna look good. It's gonna be nice and sturdy. We'll load up the bottom first because that'll like anchor it like a sailboat, and so it don't fall over. And then we'll leave the lighter stuff for the top, i.e. a battery charger or whatever. It'll give me a charging station because I've been using my welding table, which is not cool. This is about as clean as it's been in a while. But anyway, I can just leave one of the battery chargers out there, and that's where I can charge batteries, especially if I bring one in off of something. This is going to be battery central. Okay, long-winded, isn't it? Okay. It's super nice out right now. I'm going to go cut the grass. I mean, here we are in January. It gets cold at night, but it's a beautiful day out, and I might be able to cut the grass. I'll go walk around, make sure I'm not going to get the mower stuck. But let's do that. I'll come back in after I got this one all nailed up, and we'll work on the next one. Here we go. Well, I got the lawn cut. Here we are mid-January. Can you believe it? It's a gorgeous day. Blinded by the sun. All right, I'm building the other end right over top of the first one. Everything can just line up. Keep our parallel. We'll make every shelf square. Hinge that up like so. Get our wood glue. I don't know why. I make dollar signs. Just because nobody else does. Is that awesome? Is it awesome? Do you want to see? Huh? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Blurp. Make sure she's lined up perfect. And then it slid in the glue. It slid in the glue. Alright. Check. Check. Boy, sure get a lot of stuff up here. Set that over there. Where was the offender? I'm just going to use my speed square to get those the same. Like that. And second will fit pretty close. Like that. finish this other side up and bring you back pretty soon. All right, we are continuing installing all the pieces that are going to hold the shelf. Kind of gluing and brad nailing. Like that. It's coming right along. If I could work a little faster, we'd be done. But I can't. I was looking at the prettiest side of the wood to put out. Make them pretty. Make them pretty. I'm feeling like there weren't no nails. Gotta reload. Reloaded and caught up. All right, I'm gonna finish the top one, knock it out. We'll stand it back up on the floor this time. I'm gonna put my saw up and start cutting all of the shelves, right? It's just gonna be pieces and pieces of, that's gonna be 13 and a half inch approximately length boards. And we'll be able to use up a lot of these little short pieces of all this free wood. Pretty cool to be able to build stuff for free. I'll bring you back pretty soon. All right, I have been cutting and cutting 13 and a half inch boards. None of them are nailed down yet. They're all just set in place. So I had to, all of them are 2.5 inch wide, except I had 3 of these 1x6s. So I just thought I'd put those in the middle. And the ones that have a less than desirable underside, they're on the lower shelf so you can't see them. And I have burned through everything I had set out. And so I just went up there and grabbed some more. So I have plenty to finish this up with. And it's coming out wonderful. Really good. Plenty of room to stack batteries in here and to give myself a charging station. So yeah, awesome. I may even move my jump starter over to it, just to give it a better place, and maybe store one other battery charger up here, or maybe store a couple. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. If you played around enough with batteries, you know that sometimes you can discharge a battery so far that a modern smart battery charger won't recognize that it's even there, so it won't charge. So having an old school battery charger there is also good. Plus, if your cordless tool battery goes way down, then your battery charger may not pick that up either. And you can do the same thing. You can hit it with a regular battery charger, a 12-volt battery charger, and get it up there a little bit. I use these little lugs actually to clip into the battery post, positive and negative, and hook it up to a battery charger for a minute or two, pick the voltage up enough, and then plug it into the charger, and then it will recognize it. Cool, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna get these finished, get them all cut, get them all placed in, line them up, and nail them. It will be good to go. And we can kind of stock the batteries up and put some chargers over here and be awesome. Man, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Pretty cool. Here we go. All right, boys and girls, she's done. Took all day cutting all those boards, but I mean, it's fun. It was free, and it serves its purpose very well. So tomorrow I'll get it moved into place, and we'll load it up with all the batteries that I've got sitting on the floor, and then we can set about to get the batteries out of this Yamaha golf cart, get to putting in that lithium ion right there. That bad boy. Oh yeah. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Well, boys and girls, it is complete and it's awesome. You can see I set the batteries in there sideways. It's designed to put them the other way, and I will need to when I get the 8-volt batteries out of that golf cart. But for the video, I turned everything with the labels out. So that's awesome. So I get probably easily 4, 8, 12 batteries in there. I could even throw 1 or 2 on the top. The idea is I could bring a battery in out of something, set it here, and hook it up to the charger. So I got a manual charger, well, a non-smart charger. It is automatic charger in place, and one of my smart chargers in place, and I'll keep one portable so I could take it outside or whatever. And I have my 24-volt charger here as well. I also have my battery analyzer. If you guys don't have one of these, they're only like 30 bucks. It was sponsored to me, but you can get these on Amazon. Go have a look at it. I use the daylights out of this thing. In fact, I bought one for my brother-in-law for Christmas this year. If you've got an RV or boats or stuff with batteries in them and you want to know the state of health of the battery, I don't care what the volts and stuff is. I can charge up a battery that won't start a car and make it look like it's got 12.3 volts in it, at least for 10 minutes. But this thing will tell you the state of health of the battery, which is these 2 batteries here came out of my aunt and uncle are full-time RVers. You can see their February 21 dates on them. That's the approximate age of their RV. And my uncle was telling me his meter wasn't reading the same as what it usually read. He's got a fairly sophisticated, actually it's a charge controller for solar panels, and it was starting to read like a 1/10 of an amp lower, 1/10 of a volt lower than normal. And so I said, let me bring my meter over. So I brought the meter over, tested them, and one of them was down to 24% state of health, and one was like 28% state of health. I go, yeah, they're shot. So I grabbed a couple of my junk batteries that I showed you earlier, and we took those in to get the new batteries. Also, so I could replace those batteries quickly because it'd be without power for minutes. So I had different cores so I could bring these home because they've got some life left in them. I could use them for something. And anyway, there they are. But guys, this rack is awesome. It's sturdy, and it's just sitting here, right? But it's sturdy. It's not going nowhere. And it gives me a place to store my batteries, to charge my batteries, to keep chargers handy, and to keep basically a station for all the battery stuff. And I showed you some of my battery situation. Of course, everything in here's got batteries in it too, right? The 36, the 56, and the Mystery Machine. So everything's got batteries in it. These are gas carts here. So they got a starter battery in them though. All right, guys. Appreciate you hanging with me. Watch another video while you're here if you don't mind. Getting kind of slow on the old YouTube channel this winter. I could use the help there. Share it with a friend. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Right.